Welcome back to Pulse with Robin. It is day 7 of the Holiday Sculpt 12 Days of Pilates Challenge. Today we are doing a stability Pilates flow. I want you to focus on keeping all your movements super slow and controlled. Let's get started. Let's start in a high kneel, hands behind head, elbows wide, press your chest forward. Elbows narrow, drop your chin to chest, round the top of your back. Again, press your elbows wide, press your chest forward. Elbows narrow, drop chin to chest. Elbows wide, press your chest forward. Elbows narrow, chin to chest. Elbows wide, press your chest forward one more time. Elbows narrow, chin to chest. Come down into a 4-point kneel, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Round your back and look under. Arch your back and look up. Again, round and look under. Arch and look up to the ceiling. One more time. Round and look under. Arch and look up. Come back to a neutral spine, look back over your left shoulder, let your hips sway to the right. Back through center, look back over your right shoulder, hips sway to the left. Back over the left. Look back over the right. Coming back through center, neutral spine. Extend your left arm and right leg out and up, looking up, arch your spine. Pull your left elbow and right knee together. Arching your spine and looking up as you extend. Round your spine and look under as you bend elbow to opposite knee. Pausing for a moment in that extension. Really reaching your arm forward, extending your leg back to the wall behind you. Adding on, extend and hold. Move your arm and leg out away from your midline. Come back towards your midline. Bend elbow to knee, round your spine. Pressing your arm to the left as you press your leg to the right, returning through center and bend. Keeping these movements super slow. Core is engaged. Not dropping all your weight onto that left hip. Hips stay square to your mat. Last one, hold your arm and leg extended. Just press your arm and leg out away from your midline and return. Holding your arm and opposite leg extended. Press your arm out to the left. Press your leg out to the right. Last one, press your arm and leg out and hold. Keep holding. Come back through center, tiny, slow pulses. Pulsing your leg and opposite arm up and up. Last one, hold. Last 3, 2, and 1. Return to your 4-point kneel. Send your hips back to your heels. Reach your arms forward in a child's pose. When you're ready, come back to your 4-point kneel. Tuck your toes, send your hips high and back to a downward dog. Shift forward to a plank. Press your hips back to a downward dog. Shift forward. Send your hips back. Using those abdominals to pull your hips high into that downward dog. And extend your hips forward to a flat back plank. Adding on plank. Open up to the right, side plank, reach up, look up, return through center in a plank, send your hips high and back to a downward dog. Again, open up out to the right, reach up, look up, back through center, downward dog. Plank, side plank, plank, downward dog. Staying on the same side, reaching your right arm up toward the ceiling, looking up, pausing in that side plank for a moment. Adding on in that side plank, lift your right leg, lower, back to a plank, downward dog. Lifting that right leg up in line with your hip. With control, bringing your right foot back down to your mat. Find your plank, downward dog. Holding strong in that side plank as you lift and lower your top leg. Holding in that side plank, just lift and lower your right leg. Lifting and lowering with control. Your body is in a straight line from your head to your toes. Lift your top leg and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Return. Come back to a plank, send your hips high and back to a downward dog. Shift forward to a plank, step your right foot forward, drop your left knee to your mat. Hands behind your head, elbows wide, leaning forward over your front leg, hinging back up. Spine stays neutral, not rounding or arching. We're leaning over your front leg, using your right glute to pull yourself back up. Elbows stay wide. Keep this movement slow. Adding on, lean forward, hinge back up, tuck your back toes, press yourself up. Bend your knees, lower back down, lean forward. Return through center. Extend both legs to press up to standing. Slowly lower down. Lean over your front leg. Back heel is staying high. Pressing through your right heel as you extend. Lowering with control. Adding on, extend your legs, pressing up. Twist your torso to the right, opening your arms out to a T. Untwist, return through center, hands behind your head. Lower down, lean forward. Twisting through your torso, looking to the right, opening your arms out to a T. Then return. Try to separate each shape into its own movement to keep it so slow and controlled. Next time you're standing, stay there. Just continue with that twist. Opening up to the right, return through center. Twist to the right, arms to a T. Untwist, hands behind your head. Back heel stays high. You have a slight bend in that front leg. Twist and untwist. Super strong through your core. Twist and hold. Bend your knees, tiny pulses. Get low. Staying twisted to the right. Arms are in a T. Last 3, 2, hold low. Knees are bent. Torso is twisted. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come up to standing at the top of your mat. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Connect your hands to your mat. Return to your 4-point kneel, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. From the top, extend your right arm and left leg. Pull your right elbow and left knee together. Extend your arm and opposite leg. Arch your spine, looking up. Round your spine as you pull elbow to knee, looking under. Pausing for a moment in that extension. Hips stay square to your mat throughout this series. Don't drop all of your weight into that right hip. Adding on, extend and hold. Press your right arm and left leg away from your midline. Return, bend elbow to knee. Pressing your right arm to the right, left leg to the left. Return through center and bend. Arm and leg stay extended as you press them out to the side and return. So strong through that core. Last one, hold your leg and arm extended. Just press your arm and leg away and return. Pressing out and return. Arm presses to the right, leg presses to the left. Last one, press out and hold. Come back through center, tiny slow pulses of that arm and leg. Last 3, 2, hold. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Send your hips back to your heels, reach your arms forward in a child's pose. When you're ready, return to your 4-point kneel. Tuck your toes, send your hips high and back to a downward dog. Shift forward to a plank. Send your hips back to downward dog. Coming back to that plank, downward dog combo. Using your abdominals to pull your hips high and extend your hips to a flat back plank. Adding on, plank. Open up to the left, side plank, reach your left arm up, look up. Plank, downward dog. Plank. Side plank, plank, downward dog. Reaching your left arm up toward the ceiling, looking up in that side plank, pausing for a moment before returning to your plank through center. Adding on in that side plank, lift your top leg, lower, return to a plank, downward dog. Lifting that left leg in line with your hip, slowly lower down. Staying so strong in that side plank as you lift and lower your left leg. Last one, hold in your side plank. Just lift and lower your left leg. So strong, lift and lower. Last one, lift your leg and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your plank, send your hips high and back to a downward dog. Come forward into a plank, step your left foot forward, right knee drops to your mat, hands behind your head, elbows wide. Leaning over your front leg, hinging back up. Spine stays neutral, elbows stay wide. Leaning forward and return. Using your left glute to pull your torso back upright. Leaning as far over that front leg as you can without changing the shape of your spine. Adding on, lean forward, back through center, tuck your back toes, extend your legs, standing up. Bend your knees, slowly return down, lean forward. Pressing through your left heel to extend your legs and press up. Back heel stays lifted. Extend, bend your knees, slowly return down, lean forward. Keep your elbows wide. Adding on at the top. Twist and open to the left, arms come to a T. Untwist through center, hands behind your head. Lower and lean. Rotating through your torso to open up to the left, arms come to a T. Separating each shape into its own movement, keeping it slow. Working on that balance. You're almost there. Holding at the top, just continue with that twist. Rotate through your torso, open up to the left. Untwist, come back through center. Back heel is high, slight bend in that left leg. Last one, twist and hold. Bend your knees, tiny pulses. Stay twisted to the left, deep in that lunge. Last one, hold. Holding low for 3, 2, and 1. Stand up, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Let's stretch. Connect your hands to your mat. Step your feet back, hips high in a downward dog. Shift forward to a plank. Drop your knees. Send your hips back to your heels. Reach your arms forward in a child's pose. Shifting forward, drop your hips down to your mat, looking up. Again, press your hips back, reach your arms forward in a child's pose. Shifting forward, hips come down to your mat, looking up. Press your hips back to a child's pose. Pressing forward, hips come down, looking up. When you're ready, come into a low kneel, sitting on your heels. Grab your right arm, pull it across your body. Roll out your wrists. Let's switch arms. Pull your left arm across your body. Start rolling out your wrist. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms, reach your arms up and overhead, side bend to the left, back through center, side bend to the right. Again, side bend to the left, side bend to the right. Come back through center, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, let it all go. Thank you so much for joining me today. You have officially completed day 7 of the Holiday Sculpt 12 Days of Pilates challenge. I'll see you tomorrow for day 8.